And welcome to the Nerds Watch. I'm Bricknell.
I'm Coddy.
I'm Liam.
And this is podcasting. And today, we're going to be talking about the new Star Wars series, Ahsoka.
That's so good.
Yes, we just come hot off watching the first two episodes and
Hot.
hot.
Hot press.
I like
very
Very
much
good,
too.
very good.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just finished Rebels as well. So going from Rebels to this is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I watched Rebels a long time ago.
Yes, you did.
I can't remember
It's funny.
everything.
We've all got a different perspective. Like
Yeah.
I've just seen Rebels.
Fresh.
Very old.
Oh.
Too old.
And
And
I've not seen
virgin.
it. I've not seen
Yeah.
it, but I know most of the characters from it just from speaking to like you guys and then like seeing shorts of different things. So I feel like if you didn't, I feel like I know just enough to appreciate it, but I feel like if you didn't, if you were like completely a novice of anything like that, then it would be like a bit like you're just watching, this, none of them characters should even know who they are they? None of them.
Yeah.
So except for Ahsoka if you've seen Mando, but like Sabine, Ezra, the green lady, or yellow lady. She's green, isn't she?
She's green.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
she does look a little bit yellow in this. Like, I don't know. I think they're a little bit off on the makeup, but
We haven't seen Zeb.
we hadn't. No,
I just
not
thought we haven't seen Zeb.
yet.
That
No,
sounds familiar.
not as of yet. Zeb,
He's the big
he
purple
was the-
guy.
Oh yeah,
He-
yeah.
He was
yeah.
in
I thought-
Mandalorian
yeah.
at the bar.
That's why it sounds familiar. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
but yeah, I think I still is even. But then I think even watching it without that though, the visuals and the costumes and seeing seeing aliens again because we've had a whole series of
Right.
Andor where there's barely any aliens.
I know. Like it just this feels like Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It feels like a living, breathing world with all these different things. I'm seeing, you got the loft cats.
Mm-hmm.
You got all the different alien species.
Yeah.
We've seen loads just in the first two episodes. They're everywhere, and it's great. That's what I want to see. And all the set pieces are amazing. The costumes are amazing.
Yeah.
And so far, I've enjoyed the story too.
Yeah.
And it just feels so high budget. I feel like with this one, so far from what we've seen, I feel like I'm watching a movie rather than a TV
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is very much that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's same sort of.
Which is what you want.
Same sort of pacing as a movie as well. Like
Yeah.
fast pace rather than we are only 2 episodes in, but normally.
That'd be a filler.
Yeah, I suppose it is too early to tell if we've got filler, but these 2 episodes are like, whoa, it's like what we just watched an hour and a half movie.
Yeah.
Rather than like an hour and a half of like TV show. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
I love how much from the cartoon they've took into the series. Like the acting from the acting in the live action compared to the cartoon is absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
I think, especially with Hera's mannerisms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's just got it down to a T.
Yeah. No, they are really good considering some of them are different actors to the voice actors as well. Like you can tell they've really studied their roles. And
So who's the same then? Who is the same voice actors and then went and done the acting as well?
so Zeb was in The Mandalorian, but that's irrelevant because
Yeah.
that's not this. So who else do we have?
Thrawn is.
Thrawn will
but
be,
you
but we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
I don't think Hera or Sabine are.
No,
I mean,
Chopper
probably
and the guy from Mr.
Krabs. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his
the
actual
guy with
name?
the grey beard.
Yeah. I ain't got a chance of remembering his name from Rebels.
I've just seen it. I don't know.
But I'm trying to think of his actual name.
Ryder. Someone. Oh, his real name.
Oh, Flynn. Was it Flynn? No, I feel like that's something else. Flynn Rider.
Live with me.
I don't want to live with you.
Leave with me, boy. Quickly do a Google.
Yeah. Oh, anyway. That's gonna bug me.
Yeah, that's bugging me too.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so he's the same actor, but yeah, from what we've seen so far, I don't know. None of them are the same actors as the voice actors.
No, it's weird because the voice actor of Ahsoka looks nothing like what Ahsoka would look like, does she? So I know she's obviously not, but
Yeah,
where I don't know what the actress is, what her name is.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, I think she looks exactly like the cast. I think is great for that.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Yeah, yeah, really good. What do you think of the sort of, so not the, well, you might as well go to the opening sequence. The opening sequence of the first seeing the Sith and the Apprentice.
Yeah, well, I mean, do we actually know that they're Sith yet? No, we
Well, I
don't know.
suppose
We
not,
don't really
no.
know anything about them.
Yeah.
And Dave Filoni also implied that it might not be so black and white
Yes.
because what was it? So I think in an interview, someone said to him that their lightsabers don't look completely red, and you said this as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And he did actually answer that, and he said, "You're the first." To the person who asked him the question, he said, "You're the first person who has noticed that or brought that to me," and he said that is very intentional.
Right.
So I don't know if there's more meaning behind that, and maybe they're not like
full
Sith.
Yeah, yeah. They haven't corrupted the.
And also, I wouldn't think they're full Sith because of what. What's his name? Was it Merrick?
Yeah, what he said at the end.
Malin or something. He said it would be a shame to kill Ahsoka because there's not many Jedi left.
Yeah, yeah.
Which to me isn't something a Sith would say because Sith are just out to fucking
Kill
like
Jedi.
absolutely destroy them all.
Yeah, that yeah, it's weird.
What?
Just to chime in, his name was Ryder Azadi.
Ryder Zaddy. Okay. What's the actor's name though?
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown. That's it. Yeah. And while you're at it, what was the bad guy's name that we just watched, the Sith guy? That might be useful just to keep a list of the cast up.
Yes.
That's his name's Ray in real life because it's at the end of it.
Yeah.
In memory of Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
So did he die during filming or did he?
He died after.
Okay, so I suppose whether they're gonna kill his character off or get a new actor, I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was awful shame.
Yeah, because how did he die? It's just like normal circumstances.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had a look when we were watching it, and they haven't said
Really?
what it was. Yeah, his name is Balin.
Balin.
Skull.
Okay, that's a cool name.
I would imagine
But-
Balon Greyjoy.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
I just think like all three of them characters.
Yeah.
You got him, his Padawan, I guess, and
Shin Haiti.
Haiti, and then the other guy, as like Marok or something. The one who looked like a knight.
Oh, the Inquisitor.
Yeah, yeah. Like so, like the three of them are pretty interesting.
Did you find?
Sorry, just a button. That his name?
They did say his name.
Because in Rebels, they didn't. The Inquisitors didn't have names, did they?
No, they
Were like second brother,
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that. So why has he got a name? Is he
But
not
I
an
think
Inquisitor?
he might not be an Inquisitor,
But
or he might.
I think
used to have
Inquisitors,
been an
I think
Inquisitor.
Inquisitors still have names, but they're just called that. That's like their rank as such, isn't it? I think they would still have names, but they just probably wouldn't even use them.
Or maybe he's not. Maybe he used to be an Inquisitor and he's not anymore. Because he's not working for the Empire, is he?
No.
True.
So
I think
knows?
it's the one from the Jedi Temple from season 2 when they go with Maul.
you think it's the same Inquisitor
Yep.
that was in
I don't-
Rebels against Maul?
Yeah.
I don't think.
The one where he was flying with his
Yeah.
lightsaber and it just broke in midair and
Yeah.
he fell.
I don't think it's an Inquisitor because I think that'd be too obvious.
Yeah,
I think for
He's got the lightsaber.
I think for one he is.
and the armor.
I think for one he's mostly machine. I think.
You reckon?
I think like his arms are like when he done that thing with the thing and how where his arms moved just didn't look human.
Well, I think that I don't think he's an Inquisitor, even if he may have used to have been, and I don't think he's the same one from Rebels. I know he looks very similar, but I've got a feeling that it's just not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Do you think it might just be a complete unknown? I just feel like it's weird to put a mask on someone if they're unknown.
I reckon that. I think it is just going to be a complete unknown.
Right.
But I have seen theories where people think that it's going to be a character called Barriss Offee, and she's a character in Clone Wars, and she was another Jedi Padawan
Right.
that Ahsoka was pretty good friends with.
I
But
don't
she's the one who actually framed her for the terrorist attack that made her leave the Jedi Order when she actually committed it.
I don't think she looks a female body though.
This is what I was going to say. First of all, they referred to the character as a he.
Yeah.
And second of all, they just don't look female. Like
I
to
think
me.
he is a she.
So I don't think that theory is gonna
Mm.
be
Yeah,
correct.
I definitely think that's a male, looks like a male character. And there was parts of the fight. I'm not sure if it was because some of the fighting was like you could see they'd use CGI to use some of the moves but it looked a little bit some of them how the arms move looked sort of robotic and like how a human wouldn't move. But that could just be CGI not being perfect, or it could be he is actually a robot of some sort, or a bit like Darth Vader where he's like mainly robot.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the helmet is cool. It's like looks like an old
The whole
knight.
costume's like
Yeah.
cool. And
Looks like an old
It's
knight.
something
thing.
like Dark Souls, isn't it?
Yeah. Give me Dark Souls vibes.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. Because in my mind, because I had Knight in my head, then I was thinking like, ooh, like what, like, but Knights of Ren is like miles, like years and years away, isn't it? Like at least 20 years away.
That's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I know it did. I'm guessing Kylo Ren started Knights of Ren.
Nope.
He didn't.
No, there was a guy called Ren.
And he had the lightsaber called the Ren.
Is that from
Comics.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
In fact, Kylo Ren was like the last one to join, I think.
And so then he just changed his name to Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they attacked Darth Vader's castle, didn't they?
Did they?
Well,
Well,
Knights of
I didn't
Ren.
actually read the comics. I've just seen
Oh.
little bits.
I done some Googling the other day.
Oh, did you?
And because what was I Googling? I was Googling Solo.
Yeah.
And who's the bad guy in Solo? The
Dryden
guy.
Voss.
Yeah, because he's to do with Knights of Ren.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, there's like Knights of Ren stuff in his office
Oh, okay.
in the movie,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and him and what's Emilia Clarke's character, Kira,
Kira.
they recruited the Knights of Ren, and they attacked Vader's castle. I think it was on Mustafar, to get some sort of key or something like that.
So that would mean they are about then. Knights of Ren would be about at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So it could be something to do with that, because he looks like a knight. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But not that the Knights of Ren wear knight-looking things. But
No, true. I don't know. Who knows?
yeah, interesting though.
Just looking at our Star Wars timeline up the top here, they probably would be, because Solo
Yeah, it's miles before then.
is there, and
Yeah, I mean the
Rebels is there.
yeah,
The Rebels take place just after Solo.
and Ahsoka is, where's Ahsoka?
Well, it'll be after any of these because it's after the fall of the Empire.
Yeah,
yeah.
So Ahsoka falls.
See, because it's
Yeah.
confusing, because Rebels starts there and finishes actually over here, doesn't it? So, you know.
Well, no, I mean Rebels takes place like during the time of the Empire.
Yeah.
Like,
But the last scene is like over down here somewhere, isn't it?
yeah, like round here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Ahsoka takes place definitely after season 2 of The Mandalorian, because that's when Ahsoka appears and captures that woman and all that.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I think it probably and that definitely come after Boba Fett as well, because of when she went and saw Luke and
Yeah.
and Mando on Luke's planet.
Yeah, there's a bit of a.
Yeah, I reckon
Crossover.
it's somewhere between the end of season 2 of Mando or the end of season 3 of Mando.
Well-
It takes place round about there.
Hang on, Ahsoka's not in season 3 Mando, is she?
She's not, but I think
This must be where she is in season 3 Mando.
It
then.
could be. It could be during the same time.
Yeah.
Because isn't there a Mandoverse movie coming?
Yeah.
So I reckon that's probably
Yeah, because they're tying them all in.
running parallel.
Yeah, because he's basically going to tie all them together, isn't he? All the
Yeah.
loose ends together, like of Mando, Ahsoka, and they're all going.
Did you hear what Disney were thinking of doing? There was load of controversy recently where they said that they wanted to do season 4 of Mando as a movie
Right.
instead of a TV series.
Oh.
And like people kicked off about it. Basically, they said you can't get the same amount of like story development in a movie that you can in a TV
No.
series. They're
No
like,
way
why
near.
change the format? We don't
Yeah.
want a movie.
Yeah.
And people are speculating that Disney just put that idea out there to see how audiences react.
Right.
And like thank God they reacted negatively, because I think that's just a bad idea.
Yeah, that's just a way. That's just a way of them saving money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Do you reckon they're sort of done with it?
What, Mando?
Well, there will be when that movie comes out. That's what that they are. But after 4 comes out, I think then that's when because they're working on the film. So probably season 4 will come out. Then they'll have a movie to tie up Ahsoka and Mando, I think.
Yeah, I think they'll do season 4, and they'll do the Mando movie.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, is there anything else that will come out in between? You've got Acolyte, but that's nothing to do with any of that.
No,
Yeah,
it's
and
way
then-
before. And
there's,
then
there's a few other things as well, isn't there?
Rey stuff will be coming after Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew, don't know when that takes place.
Yeah. But there's all delays on all that sort of stuff, isn't there?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's anything relevant to the Mando
No.
/ Ahsoka.
Have they said
whatever.
have they said how many seasons they're doing of Ahsoka?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, I reckon they'll do 2 and then tie it up after
Yeah,
the movie.
I suppose we'll have to see how this season ends.
Yeah. Unless there is just one season, could be a 1 season thing like Kenobi.
But
Hope not.
Ewan McGregor's been pitching ideas for season 2 of Kenobi.
Really?
Yeah, there's loads of news articles out about that.
Oh, I would like.
Just leave it.
I know, but I just do love Kenobi so much. That I just want to keep seeing him as. I just love Ewan McGregor's Kenobi so much. I just want to see him as Kenobi.
I mean, if he's pitching ideas, he's up for it, isn't he?
Yeah.
But like,
It could be good. Like a second season could be good. It's just unlikely.
on one hand, I want there to be a second season on the condition
It's good.
that it's good.
Yeah.
I didn't think season 1 was particularly that good.
No.
It had good moments that I really enjoyed, but overall, I didn't rate it that highly because I thought that had a lot of issues with it and a lot of like pointless stuff and whatever. I think it had a lot of wasted time on it. But
Yeah.
so the only reason I would want a season 2 is for them to bring it back.
Yeah.
But
I just feel,
otherwise,
I know.
I didn't even think they needed that season.
I know Filoni's workload is like probably very much a lot, but you just need him to do more stuff because anything he touches is just gold. But when then they get someone else in, that's like a little bit shit.
I don't like this format that they're doing where they you get a season and then every episode is directed by someone different.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
A lot of shows do this.
Most shows do that, don't they?
Yeah.
They get different directors in for each episode because they have a director that's really good at like a battle episode, and they have a director that's really good
I
at.
I get that.
Well,
Like
Game of
play to your
Thrones
strengths
done it
and
as
stuff.
well.
Yeah, Game of Thrones done it.
Oh,
again,
I
so
suppose it does work then, I guess. But I just feel like
I think the more
it's
problem
been
is
weak in
maybe-
places.
maybe not the director, but like the showrunner or the maybe the writer need to be the same. Like
The writer 100% needs to be the same.
yeah.
Like the writer and showrunner. At
It
least.
just basically needs to be Dave Filoni and Favreau sitting in a.
Just hook them to a machine
and just be
you
like-
cannot leave.
Just-
milking them.
Yeah.
We will milk you.
I'm the milkman. My milk is delicious.
I know they probably do have a say in most things, but everything they've done is good. Like Andor, they didn't really have much involvement. I don't think they've had loads of involvement in Andor. Is it that sort of
Andor
stuff?
was received so well though. Like
I know that's weird.
people loved it. I mean, that's just you and me.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it so I can give my
Yeah, man.
opinion on it.
I know what your opinion is
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, it'll
No,
be
I'm gonna watch
100%.
that
It'll be
next.
different to ours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that next. I tried to watch Tales of the Jedi. No, Visions.
I was gonna say, Tales of the
I
Jedi.
just couldn't get
That's
into it.
like
Tales of
I
Jedi is banging.
yeah.
Tales of Jedi's good. I told
Yeah.
you Visions was a bit
Yeah, I
Like,
couldn't get into it.
Like, there's some episodes I like, but like it's just not relevant. Like it's all non-canon.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, like some of them are good though, and like they're enjoyable for like a one-off. But like,
Have you watched Young Jedi though? Is it Young Jedi?
well,
one
yeah,
for
Young
kids.
Jedi Adventures or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
My son loves that. That's pretty good to be fair. I was
Yeah.
like, Yeah.
With a
Oh, sorry.
no, you go first.
Sorry, I was just looking at the Rebels poster, and I saw Mr. Rex in the background.
Oh, do we?
Do you reckon he'll
do
be
you
making
reckon-
an appearance?
Who
He
knows?
will be.
Yeah, that
will be.
That is rumored, isn't it?
Well, that would be sick if we got
They've got
a
to.
live action Rex.
They've got
to. Be
to.
fair.
Yeah, that is.
Well,
I have
he is,
seen-
isn't he? Apparently, he's in Return of the Jedi. As he's an
Well, yeah,
actor.
like,
That is confirmed. That is confirmed.
That's
by
confirmed.
Canon, that it
yeah.
was him.
I mean, they've retconned that to like be confirmed.
Yeah.
But like,
It was never
you know,
intentional.
it weren't intentional. That was literally a happy accident, and
Yeah,
people
yeah.
started noticing it, and they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah, we done that.
That works."
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
he would be pretty old by this point, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no, he wouldn't be much older than Return of the Jedi, would he?
Well, no, it'd still just be like regular old, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
If
Oh yeah, because fuck me. This timeline's so like.
We're not very far off Return of the Jedi, are we? Not really. Maybe like a few years, no more than 10 years. Definitely not.
yeah.
But that in life
But
of
clones have accelerated aging as well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, you got to take that into account. But since when did people's age matter in Star Wars?
no,
like,
no.
I mean,
Bo-Katan's-
Bo-Katan's meant to be like 60 or 70 or something, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, not.
Yeah. She looks younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks younger in The Mandalorian than she did in Rebels.
But coming back to Ahsoka a bit more.
Yeah, of course.
That
That's what this whole podcast is about.
it was cool. It was cool to see the droid, the lightsaber droid. That
David Tennant.
yeah.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
cool.
I forgot his name as well.
Hunyong.
That was a weird name. Like they kept
Yeah.
saying it, and I was like, oh, say it again.
Yeah, that
Hu
was
Yang.
Hu Yang.
And it was cool. It was cool for him to be like to have all that knowledge where it's like, oh, this is how I taught younglings. to
Yeah,
do it.
that was
yeah,
cool. And like break down the lightsaber.
Yeah, yeah.
and I thought that was very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got like a unique set of knowledge, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
That's like going to be really useful to
Yeah.
Ahsoka. I'd like to know how she came to be with him again.
Is that not? Oh, sorry. I jumped in too soon. Then I thought you were going to say how they came to be, but I take it that's shown in Clone Wars.
No, I mean like he's in the Clone Wars, and there's
Mhm.
like an episode on where he like making lightsabers for younglings and all that. But where has he been? Like where did Ahsoka find
Oh,
him? Like,
right.
how did they
Oh.
come back in contact with each other?
Okay. I didn't realize that wasn't in Clone Wars.
Nah, because
Oh,
like
right.
Clone Wars is before all that, isn't it? Like Clone Wars is the Clone Wars, man. Like this is like over here. Clone Wars is like over there.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck me.
So they ain't
That's
seen.
in my head. I'm at Rebels still.
Yeah, no, man.
Oh
that's,
fuck.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Such a
Like, where-
mind fuck.
Where's he been? How'd they
Yeah,
meet?
yeah,
How'd they
yeah.
meet up again? How'd they come in contact with each other? How'd he know she was alive? Like whatever.
Mm.
How was he not dead?
Yeah, that must be explored.
But I don't know. Yeah, that'd be interesting though. But
Mm.
I really liked him. I I think like the effects they've used just look good. Or is it a costume? I don't even know.
You really.
I thought it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even question if it was like CGI
Yeah.
or anything like that. I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
No, I mean like the legs definitely aren't
I
because they're
would-
too thin for a person to be inside that.
I would say it's real, and then the bits that are like too thin, like neck, and that will probably have green bits on it, and then they just
Yeah, probably.
remove them.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
But-
because he had like some, not a loincloth, but like a
Yeah.
Thing on.
Long
and
cloth.
I reckon they would do that because it would be it's hard to like CGI out bits like probably that are up in the groin area.
Yeah.
So they probably do that to make CGI easier
Yeah, maybe.
because you very rarely see a droid with garments.
Garments.
Yeah, I do. That is odd, isn't it?
Yeah,
But,
like, what's he covering up? Like
I think
Massive.
damn.
he just takes it off and that's what he's got like an attachment like R2. His little R2 bit like.
No,
actually,
no hands.
Come build my new lightsaber.
Fucking hell.
That'd be like that. Didn't she do that on Solo? The droid on there does that, doesn't she? She's like plugged in like that, and she goes, "Don't look, I can't perform." Oh, the little cutter comes out, doesn't it?
What the fuck?
On
Oh,
Solo,
yes, the cutter.
she
Yeah.
has a little grinder come out of her like groin.
Is it a groin or a chest? I can't remember.
She was her groin because she's like that, and she goes, "Don't look, I can't perform."
I can't remember.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Do you not remember that? When they break into where the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon is?
Who does this?
Lando's droid.
Yeah, on Solo.
You know, the one he had a weird, questionable relationship with.
Yeah.
I need to watch this again.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, he was cool, and
Yeah, I think like, yeah, I don't know. He just looked cool. Like the way he moved and everything was really good.
Mm.
yeah,
And then the HK assassin droids, they were
Oh, they were cool. as
they're
yeah.
proper good. They
yeah,
are.
yeah.
I don't understand how they can blow up so much.
I
Like,
know.
that
Why?
was like,
what the
why have
fuck?
they got nuclear like bombs?
Yeah, fuck fighting
Like,
them. Who got a nuke
A
bomb.
regular bomb, like, you know, a fair amount. I wouldn't have expected.
No.
and
with
a
that.
but a little bit of a plot hole. Like, if you've got a self-destruct button, why make it on a ridiculously long time that gives people to run away and go self-destructing now? Like, oh, thanks, see you later.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be scarier if they started chasing her while
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, that
on the
would've been
countdown, but
fucking cool.
they stopped, crouched down, and then just started like, and then
give
the
her a
countdown
time limit,
started, yeah, and then, so she could run away, and I was like,
But
oh, okay.
yeah, but to be fair though, that was a fucking big explosion to try and run away from.
And I do think they missed a trick though, because it would have been. Would much prefer the, boom, you know, that fucking, you know,
gravity.
No,
yeah.
the ion,
I love
like,
them explosions
grenades.
because there's that like meme that goes about it's like the noise men love to hear, and it's like heels hitting the floor, but it's like not really, but actually it's this, it's that, that's that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do sound that.
I do love that sound.
My favourite sound
Really
in
good.
Star Wars.
You do hear little sound. I love when you hear little sounds, because we said this about with the little probe droid they had. It straight away put me like to Darth Maul when he has that's got to be the same sound, because it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah,
And he just hits that little trigger in your head. You're like, oh.
yeah, it's probably got to be like the same style of droid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
The Night Sisters was a cool.
Yeah,
Tip and hat
callbacks
too.
to the
Yeah.
Night Sisters. I do. I have mixed feelings about that, because I'm like, on one hand, I think, oh, Night Sisters, that's really cool. On the other hand, I'm like other than her clothes, like I don't think she really looks like a Night Sister at all. Like, I mean, they're meant to be like like very pale skin and like all these tattoos on them. And I think she's got a very
She's got
small
a little
tattoo,
yeah.
like
She's
right
a
up there.
descendant, isn't she? She's
But
not
yeah, I know she's a descendant, but like I don't know. I thought, have they just chucked that in there? Like, because they never mentioned she was a Night Sister when she was introduced before. So I was kind of just, or maybe they have and I missed it, but like I was just like, I feel like they just
they raised the Night
that up.
Sisters. The Night Sisters raised Maul and his brother.
Yeah.
Until then till Palpatine took him under his wing.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because like in the Clone Wars,
Yeah.
when Maul is like taking over Mando and stuff like that, is he Darth Sidious' apprentice by then, or already?
No, that's already happened. Like,
That's
because he's been cut in half, so he's
Of course it is,
he's
yeah.
no longer Darth Sidious'
Yeah, of course
apprentice.
it is. Yeah,
You
Oh yeah, because it's there or not.
yeah. There's a short storyline where it follows his brother, and his brother is like with the Night Sisters,
right.
and then Dooku recruits him
Right.
as an assassin, I think. And then the Night Sisters do all this voodoo on him, which makes him like buff, basically, because he was small. And then you know what he looks like later. He's huge,
Yeah.
and that was like the Night Sister magic in him, or something like that. And that's also when Sidious kills him, like all this like green stuff like starts pouring out of him,
Right.
like smoke, and yeah, and that's all that leaving his body.
I know a bit random. But why are they different colours? Is the brother they're both brothers but they're different
Well,
colours? Is that just the
I
tattoo?
don't know if they're brothers like directly by blood.
Right.
I think when they say like they're both Night brothers,
Right. Okay.
you know, like the Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're like directly brothers
Right.
or what.
Because is Darth Maul
I might
red?
be wrong
Is
there.
Darth Maul red but his tattoos are black, or black but his tattoos are red?
I don't know. Is a zebra white with black stripes or black with white stripes? I don't know, man.
Yeah. Because
My knowledge is good, but it is not that good.
I'm just thinking is his brother yellow? Because his brother's like yellow and black, isn't he?
Yeah.
So is he yellow and with black tattoos? I think that is right. He would be yellow with black tattoos, and Maul is red with black tattoos.
That's what I would have
Yeah.
Would you?
assumed.
I thought they'd been black and then have different color variations on top. If they both share black color,
Yeah, that makes more
then
sense actually. Yeah.
one would be red with red tattoos, one would be
Oh, no,
yellow.
but he looks more red than black, doesn't he?
Nah, because I've seen you've seen Dathomirians that are just red. Like
Yeah,
okay.
and like they get like
Yes.
yellow ones and like
Yeah,
grey
yeah.
ones.
you
And
know,
they,
you got just like
yeah.
regular flesh tone sort
Yeah.
of ones as well.
Mhm.
And
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
What was I gonna say? I don't know.
Chopper,
Chopper was
what
cool.
a fucking boy.
Yeah, really.
that's a joy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I've seen loads of videos of him in. I know he's quite a cheeky little droid.
he's got so much attitude.
Yeah.
Fucking
so
nutter.
much attitude.
Yeah.
He's got a higher kill count than any character.
So
Or
he's
just re-sabotaged
so
and
he-
stuff like that.
so he's more badass than R2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
like
prefer
Chopper's.
him over R2.
Yeah, like R2's like that. I don't know. He's like pretty cool guy, and then Chopper's just fucking crazy.
Have you seen that like chaotic, good, neutral, and evil
Yeah.
things? Like R2 is like good, like
Good.
good,
Neutral.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
I
He's
don't
like
even
good,
know where
good.
I'd put R2.
and then Chopper is just chaotic evil. He's
Yeah.
just fucking mental.
Yeah, because there's that bit where she said, "But it'll fall on the village or the fall on the city," and he obviously went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I love it when you can you know what he's saying, but it's
Yeah.
muffled. There's like a
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Yeah, you can get it, and like the arms help express
Yeah.
that as well,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
I like when he was looking for his stuff. He was like, "No, I didn't touch your stuff," and he's like, "Yeah, you did."
Yeah. I mean, going to that little scene, it was good to. I always like it when you see, like, that side of, even though everyone's liberated and you sort of get the gist of, like, well, why do you not want to be liberated with the rebels? And they're like, but it's sort of this case of, like, not everyone just wants to be liberated. They were earning good money before. They didn't care, you know.
Yeah.
And that is a, you know, you have that in normal society. You know, no one cares. It's just what makes me more money, and that's,
Oh yeah. People don't like. Not everyone's life is based around politics or
No,
who's
yeah.
in charge, is it? Like
yeah.
people come and go, being
Exactly. That makes no effect to them. No difference
exactly.
to them.
They're
Who's
still
paying
working,
them.
aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
If they get a massive pay cut because the empire's just falling down and now like a bunch of fucking hillbillies are running the place, like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna be pissed off, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like the classic thing when you see then the Death Star got destroyed and you see like millions of people died or all them engineers who like now out of the job and stuff but then they've got a new job building the next Death Star, so it's alright, I suppose.
Yeah. Till that one got blown up.
Yeah, and then they had to build a planet, Death's planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I always like seeing that, like because we got to see that a bit more in what season what came out, and we got to see a bit more of that side of, like, actually. Oh, that was Andor, wasn't it?
I was gonna say it was Andor.
Yeah, because you got to see a bit more of, like, actually, people don't like the rebels because there's more rule, not more rules, but the rules are a bit more fairer. But some people don't like fair, so the rule,
Yeah.
you know, and to some people, whether they're ruled by the empire or ruled by them, they're still being ruled, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And I always like seeing that sort of side of things.
Yeah, I think like it's not, it's never black and white, is it?
No,
like,
no.
There's always like
Yeah.
different perspectives on these sort of things, and I think that's always interesting to see a different perspective.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, talking about that, it's like it will be interesting to see where these Siths or not Siths, bad guys with orange lightsabers, basically, what their sort of angle is on everything. Because I don't think it's not too. Then yeah, you can see they're not on the sort of side of the dark side completely. They've got something they want out of it, or he's got something he wants out of it that isn't what you would normally think. I know he said there's power, but you know, just because you want power doesn't mean it has to be all evil power. The Jedi were sort of after power in a way, you know. From my point of view, you know,
Yeah.
That Jedi had a load of power.
Jedi did have power. They were like the
Yeah.
most powerful people in the
Yeah, yeah,
galaxy
yeah.
for a while, for a
Like,
long
'cause
time.
I was watching what episode did we watch the other day? Oh no, I was just playing Lego Star Wars with Buddy, and we played episode 1, I was reading the credits, and when you read it, and it says like, oh no, episode 2, sorry. When you read it, it says like, oh, the Jedi are because it says about the other planets going over to the Separatists, and then the Jedi have to they basically want to make an army to defeat the Separatists. And then if you read it, if you read it in a different sort of point of view, like, oh, actually, that sounds like the Jedi are sort of trying to control everyone, which they sort of were, but in a good, like,
Anakin was right.
yeah, you know. So it's all just point of view, which I think is always really good and stuff like that. But yeah,
I was just, my mind was, I was just looking at the photo. Do you think we will see Palpatine in this season?
No.
No.
Dead.
He's fucking dead.
Well, he's not dead, is he?
Shit.
He's not dead, is he?
Oh, no, he's not, but...
I mean,
no. No. Because my mind only
what,
went...
do you think maybe this season will explain somehow he came back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will.
It might.
Because
I mean,
that's
like,
how
like, we know
that's how
that-
Ezra saves Ahsoka.
What?
Can you remember sorry, my mind was going places. In the plane between
Yeah, in Rebels
worlds.
when Ezra
pulls
brings Ahsoka
Ahsoka,
through the
he
time
saves her from getting
by going back in time and pulling her to the present day
yeah. So
instead
do,
of getting killed. Yeah.
so do you think anybody pulls Palpatine through?
What, you think they're sitting at the bottom of that reactor with a baseball glove or
I
something?
got you.
Oh, wait, wait, catch him.
Yeah, I mean, he's saved somehow, isn't he?
Yeah, because I just say it's because
he's cloned, didn't he?
Well, yeah.
That's why he was
Yeah.
all decrepit, and no, that's why they're. that's why they're putting so much emphasis on the
Yeah,
clones in
yeah.
Mando. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be with that. I think
Yeah, true.
it'll be cloned. We might, who knows? We might see something right at the
Yeah.
end. Maybe like Grand Admiral Thrawn's been working on something.
Yeah, maybe.
I only said it just because he's in the end of Rebels when they're in this place, and he's trying to get to.
Oh yeah, he
That
starts
place.
chasing Ezra, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah, well, he
or something.
can't get through.
yeah.
He-
But he
so
starts
he
like freaking
uses-
him out, doesn't he?
He uses his some like fire shit to go through.
Yeah.
Firefucker.
So I was wondering, like, I wonder if they'd bring that in somehow, because he's trying to get there, and like these people have found how to get there now.
Yeah,
So-
maybe.
I think we'll definitely see Luke. I think they just I think they'll love to do something like that because they'll want to they'll know that not everyone watching this is like a hardcore fan of say, Rebels.
they need that.
They still need that nostalgia for the older generation before us. We're like the prequel generation, and then there's younger people than us who love it, and they're like the Rebels era.
I don't feel like they should though.
Do you know?
Because, no, I don't. Because I feel like Luke's like this trump card that they keep playing,
Yeah.
and like
Mm.
they've done it in they've done it twice now.
It's not always about.
It's not. I
Mm.
don't. I think they should steer away from that. Like from
Yeah.
Luke specifically. I mean,
Yeah.
like sure, like maybe someone else. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
But, like,
actually,
not-
I agree.
Not Luke again.
Do you think we'll get a I don't know. Do you think we'll get a live action? Because I don't think we've ever had a live action Anakin and Ahsoka together. Do you think we'll get a flashback like we did in Kenobi?
I think we will.
Yes.
That's gonna be sick.
I think it's
Yes.
pretty much confirmed.
Really?
Yeah, because they've cast an actress to play a young Ahsoka
Right.
in this, so I think that confirms a flashback.
Yes.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
so.
Do you reckon he'll call her Snips?
He might do.
That'd be cool. That would be
That'd
cool. Yeah. When she always had them sort of samurai lightsabers, samurai looking.
She's
hilts.
always had two lightsabers.
Yeah.
They used to be green and yellow.
Right.
She only got the white ones since Rebels.
Right. And that,
then
is that
from
because
there,
is there any sort of like confirmed stuff around like her being a grey Jedi?
no, Grey Jedi canonically I don't think exist. I think Grey Jedi is like a fan thing.
Ah, right. Okay.
In Rebels, they touched on it that she gave up being a Jedi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And she's no longer a Jedi.
Yeah.
she's just doing her own thing. I think.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's labeled. I don't think there's like Grey Jedi or whatever. I think that's just. I think she's just being her.
Yeah.
Right, and she's technically, I mean, like she's still a Jedi because she has the lightsaber, she uses the Force
Yeah.
and all that. But like she has her own code now. Like she don't go
Mm.
by the Jedi rules and all that. And I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why she survived so long.
Yeah. Do you still think? Because I know you said before about like it sort of keeps discrediting Order 66 when the more Jedi you see.
Hmm.
Do you still feel that way?
I don't know because they like I don't know what the story with these new characters are yet.
No.
So like they just said that after the Clone Wars they disappeared.
Yeah.
Now, to what extent, like, did they? I don't know. There might be something more there. I want to know, and I want to know more before I say I think it's stupid that they've just survived
Yeah.
as well. Like, yeah, I mean, I still stand by that. I think they should stop using the like Order 66 survivors and use the ones that we already know of instead of like making these new ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Because there's loads we know of.
yeah, like Barra Sophie, for example, who I mentioned earlier, who like the fact there's that fan theory that this masked character it might be her.
Hmm.
Like she's never been seen to be killed. Like
No.
they arrested her for the terrorist attack, and we didn't see her again, and we
Right.
still haven't seen her. And like she disowned the Jedi. She said like she didn't agree with their views, and they're letting the Sith take over and all that. So she turned bad.
Yeah.
So like what happened to her? We don't know.
Yeah.
Like what about I'm just saying, like what about all these Jedi we already know exist and haven't seen died
Yeah.
haven't seen died
Haven't enjoyed.
haven't seen
Mm.
them get killed. So like rather than just making up these new characters and being like, oh, some randomer survived,
Yeah.
or another randomer, like
You know, a little bit off subject, but I'm pretty sure like Hasbro just released another like the Ahsoka helmet. the clone Ahsoka helmet.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see any of that? That's why they released it, or do you think they just released it for that?
Oh, I reckon they just released it because it's like popular in
Because
Clone Wars sort of
because
thing.
I know that obviously you got Rex, but obviously he weren't part of that. But is there any other is there a famous clone who was that? Because I think all Ahsoka's clones did turn on her, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of them stayed on her side, I think, did they?
Nah, just Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I think the only one we're likely to see is Rex.
Yeah.
Out of the clones, that's what I
Yeah.
reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some in a flashback.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be cool to see like a live action version of them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that before.
Well, not the Ahsoka clones. We
No,
haven't. No. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know, like with Rex, like even if it's just a little cameo, it'd be good. But like I don't know how they'd go about like a little cameo. Like why just like start like, oh hello, you're like, oh where, I can't think how that would come into a story unless he's really going to help them.
Well,
do something.
in Rebels, he's quite
prominent character. He is a part of their crew.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
So
Throughout,
he
like,
could easily
he's a
turn
big-
up on the
Yeah,
Phantom and stuff like that.
I think they could easily go to him for help for something.
Yeah.
Like, just for an extra pair of hands or like just a bit of insider knowledge on
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like, I think they could quite easily write him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be quite. It'd almost be quite stupid for them not to, because everyone's been since they had the like hobo clone, which has got a name now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember that.
But since they had him, everyone's been like, oh, so like after a retired clone.
Like, people just love clones.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
just love
so-
Tamara Morrison as him. So yeah, that would be cool. Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed this series. I say this series, the first 2 episodes of this
Mhm.
series overall.
Mhm.
Yeah, massively.
I haven't looked at anything to see like how other people have received it. I just like I was saying this to you guys earlier because Liam, you looked up something afterwards and like someone slating it. Basically.
Yeah, it was I think it was the Independent. They
Yeah.
called it what they call it? They just called it rubbish.
Sloppy, basically,
Sloppy.
didn't they?
Not very well written and not alive.
Yeah, of course I completely disagree. I think
Fuck the Independent.
whoever writ that just hasn't got a clue
About Star
what
Wars.
they're watching.
Yeah, then
Like-
you've got to be you can't watch this as a non-Star Wars fan.
And this is what I'm worried about. I think because it's so tailored towards a specific like fan base,
Yeah.
like specific even within Star Wars. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, you've got Star Wars fans who aren't going to watch the animated stuff,
No.
and if you've not touched the animated stuff, I mean, you only know about it because of
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Like, they're not going to know who these characters are or any of the backstory or like what they're talking about half the time or who Thrawn is or anything.
No.
So I think that's gonna that could hurt it,
Yeah.
which is a shame, and I really hope it doesn't
That
because
is-
this is the kind of content I want as as a fan. But
No.
is the majority audience gonna slate it, and is it gonna do bad?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I
hope
personally, as like even just looking at it as a business, which is what that is. Mando done well because it's just sick, and you don't really need to know any backstory. Really.
Yeah, it was fresh.
Yeah,
new.
it's all that new. So I think because it is so niche, I think it might not do well because that's all on the. I mean, most of Star Wars is all nostalgia. When you watch Star Wars, realistically, all you want is to see old characters and lightsabers. That's literally. Well, you just got to throw loads of that in there, and then people are like, ooh, like that just hit you with nostalgia. And if Star Wars fans who aren't that hardcore and know everything, they're gonna watch it and go, I didn't even know what was going on. But
Yeah.
which is not the fault of the show. It's the fault of the fan. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I disagree with you both.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I think it's a good introduction for people to. I think there's enough material in the story so far for people to watch it and get gripped by it, even if you don't know what's going on, because you're like, oh, okay, there's some pretty new cool characters. We've got all these new characters. We've seen Ahsoka from Mando, so you know her. Name drop this Thrawn. So I think there's enough there to appease to people, and then it's also a good segue for people if they really like it. They can then dig deeper and go into Rebels.
Yeah.
If like people are like, oh, I don't really like
But realistically,
anime.
how many casual fans do you think are gonna watch this and be like, I'm gonna watch fucking 12 seasons of a cartoon now?
Yeah.
That's only 4.
But yeah, like Clone Wars as well.
Yeah,
I was
but-
like thinking.
That's just how they
I
approach
dunno,
people. I
it's
think it
one
makes it
off.
more approachable.
I don't know, because like I feel like I know as much as I could know about Rebels without watching it. Like
Yeah.
I can't learn anything more about it. I need to watch it to really learn as more.
Yeah.
I'm at like my max I could learn, but I still probably not gonna watch it because I don't feel like there's a need to, and I don't feel like I don't feel like
Big fan.
I don't think people who are like casual fans are gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch a cartoon, because most people struggle to watch cartoons. So I watched Bad Batch and I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I could watch. I don't know. Just I feel like I watched Bad Batch because it was like, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was that there was that much to watch. Like it weren't like a really daunting. Like, wow, I've got a lot to watch here, because I started it from when it.
Yeah. Is that a no for the Clone Wars as well then?
Oh yeah, that's just so much of that. Yeah,
You're dead to me.
there's so much of that. But like, I just feel like if you, I don't know.
I've told you though. There's literally a playlist where it's just the
Yeah.
essential episodes.
Yeah,
and
I know,
you can
yeah.
cut that down into like.
You're like me. I can't skip them.
Yeah,
If I'm watching it, I
I've
have to watch, even if it don't
but-
make sense.
But
like,
in his case, it's
I
either
know,
skip them
I know.
or not watch it at all.
I know,
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
that's
like,
what
why
I'm
not
like.
just watch like 10 episodes?
That's what I'm like as well. I really want
That's
to watch it,
stupid.
but I can't afford to sit there for like 400 hours just watching.
If I
You
was,
don't have to. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but my brain doesn't let me. I can't be like, oh, I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to skip
feel
4
like
episodes.
Fuck your brain.
I feel like if I didn't, if like I was say I was watching Ahsoka and I was like, I have no idea who all these characters are, then I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna have to watch it, because I already feel like I know enough for that to please me watching the live action stuff. I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I know enough about the Clone Wars to not think, oh, I don't get some of this stuff.
Yeah, but you've not.
But there's
you've
some
not
good
built,
stories
You've not built
that
a
are in
relationship
there.
with these
Yeah.
characters. Look how excited me and Liam were when we saw Chopper, and
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you were just there like.
I did
Like,
I
who's
did an
this?
audible scream when
Yeah,
Chopper
yeah.
came on. I went, oh
Like,
yeah.
That's joy.
And to be fair, I do sort of wish I did watch the Clone Wars, like previously, because the things do come up, and I'm like,
I mean, I have
Oh, fuck.
I have watched like the first two.
Really
I have
good.
actually watched the first 2 seasons of Clone Wars with Buddy, but
scenes or
seasons.
oh, we said scenes.
But I just like it was
First
just,
episode.
I
The
was
first 2 seasons are the worst.
I was watching it. I was watching it just to get him into Star Wars, because I thought a cartoon would get him into it. And I think as well, like growing up, they came out when we were like teenagers, and it was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch a cartoon. I'm a teenager. Like,
I did. I literally remember having sleepovers like at my house, and everyone was like doing their own thing,
Nothing
and I was watching fucking Clone Wars.
Did you ever watch the 2D Clone Wars?
Yeah,
That was
sick.
fucking sick. I used to love
Yeah,
watching
I-
that.
Yeah,
I
I had that on
remember that,
DVD.
yeah.
That was so good. That's on Disney, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I want to watch that.
yeah, no, I do remember. I just feel like there's so much. There's just so daunting, and I'm like, oh my god, so
Yeah.
much. And it's the sort of stuff that I would watch, and then I would just be like, not really watching it. I'd just put it on to try and like slog
you'd
through it.
Mm.
I know what you're like. Yeah, you wouldn't even be taking it in.
Yeah,
It's
I was,
like,
I'm like, I've got to get through these.
but like with
Just go
Rebel,
on your
like,
phone, like have
Yeah.
that on the background.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just be like, well, shit.
but with
Yeah.
Rebels though, like there are some like really good things on it.
Yeah.
Like you got this massive force giant called Bendu. It's a massive fucking plant thing, and he just fucking fucks the whole planet up. And it delves into Sabine used to work for the Empire, and she built a weapon to destroy all Mandalorians.
Oh right.
Yeah,
In-
which is
instantly.
pretty cool to be fair.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was
this
really
giant
fucking cool.
like coil thing, and it shoots electricity that targets Beskar,
Right.
and it fries anything inside the Beskar.
Ah.
So like it's just the Beskar left,
Yeah, yeah.
and then whatever was wearing it is just disintegrated.
I wonder if that would ever tie into Mandalorian.
I mean, I thought it was gonna. Like they had the perfect opportunity to utilize that in
Yeah.
live action, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like when that, or in season 3. But I thought they was gonna, but they didn't.
I wonder if they'll do it in 4.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Did they destroy it? I can't remember.
She did destroy it,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they have plans and shit.
But
But like they also touch into like Krennic and his Death Star, because Thrawn had a project as well. It was Krennic had a project and Thrawn had a project.
Right.
Krennic had the Death Star and Thrawn had this fucking TIE fighter destroyer, and it had like 3 tie wings on it. It's fucking mental.
Hmm.
And it had shields, and I could jump through hyperspace and all this sort of shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like a TIE fighter, but like with all the modern stuff, because
Yeah.
regular regular TIE fighters can't go into hyperspace, and they don't have shields, do they?
Yeah, I'm hoping that's going to come in somehow
Yeah.
into this. 'Cause that was so cool. There's so much cool shit, bro.
Yeah.
You need to watch it. You got the dark saber. You've got Kanan going blind. That's so fucking cool. Got
Yeah.
Ahsoka versus Vader. That's
Maul versus Obi-Wan.
Maul
round two.
versus Obi-Wan. Fucking.
I've seen that. I've seen that one though. But maybe I will one day. But it's just it's so much to. If I feel like if I'm gonna do the only animated series I've watched is all the Bad Batch. But I feel that's only because it came out like recently.
Yeah.
So I got onto the train when it was like live as such.
Mhm.
And if I watch them, I'd have to start with Clone Wars and watch all of Clone Wars and all Rebels. I thought I would have loads of time, like now I'm off from my operation, but because I've just like gone back to work like after 2 weeks, I'm like,
Ease yourself in with Rebels first, and then do Clone Wars.
That's
Even if you
backwards
do,
though,
yeah, but
right?
even if you do,
I can't do it
like,
backwards.
if you do Rebels, if you do 1 hour a night, that's 3 episodes a night. That's a season in under a week.
It's easily done.
Because that's how I worked out. I was like, oh, this is so much, like
Yeah.
so much to watch. I'm like, right, if I just sit down for an hour a night, at like when nothing's going on, I can't bother to play computers or anything like that. Just sit down for an hour, 3 episodes,
Stick it on your phone.
done.
Just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
it literally just goes by really quick, and you will enjoy it. You will really enjoy it, and it'll enhance Ahsoka.
If you like Star Wars, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. I no doubt I'll enjoy it. It's just like I don't know. It never
Do it.
it never came into my like radar to want to watch it. So like I don't know. I just never.
Right.
Yeah. But,
I'm moving on from this.
No.
Right. Was there anything else you wanted to say about Ahsoka?
There was, but I can't remember because we went on to that. But I can't.
No,
I've got no idea where this season's going to go. Like, I mean, other than like they find Thrawn.
they get Thrawn.
Do
Do you
you
reckon Ezra's gonna come?
I reckon Ezra's
gonna
alive.
come.
Yeah. I reckon he's definitely alive.
Yeah. I reckon I'll get Ezra.
You think they'll get the whole like squad back together?
Yeah,
I'd like to think
they
so.
have to.
I'm hoping Zeb comes back.
Well, we know Zeb. No, because this is after the man. Yeah, this is after the Mandalorian, isn't it?
I think so.
No, I would say
Or
this.
alongside.
I would say this.
Oh, mate.
These 2 episodes is before we see Zeb and Mando.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no way to tell.
Oh
at the
yeah,
minute, really.
no, there isn't, is there?
Yeah.
Yes, because I think those 2 episodes we just watched are the fill-in on last episode of Rebels
Yeah.
because it jumps forward so far.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you said that there was that last scene in the last episode
finished
was
scene to scene.
how
Yeah,
how Rebels finished. So
yeah, they'll get the whole gang back together except Kanan because
RIP.
he's fucking dead.
How did he die?
Spoilers.
explosion.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, that was the explosion one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool, and he like held it all back, and then he fucking whizzed everyone away with the
Whee.
Force.
Which one's the one where is it Rebels where they use helicopter? Helicopter. Yeah. I remember watching
That's
that.
pretty stupid to be fair.
I remember watching
Wait,
that.
helicopter?
Huh?
Helicopter? Oh, the Inquisitors.
Lightsaber
Yeah, that's pretty
helicopters,
funny.
that's-
I thought he was
that
going
was
to do
stupid.
that in Ahsoka.
Yeah, I
I-
thought
I-
he
he
was.
was running away.
I hope we don't see that.
I thought he was, and I was like, gonna be like, oh, that looked poo. But
Like, it's a laser.
yeah.
Like that. It didn't work like
It's
that.
Star Wars, bro.
I know. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. Like that's the hardest thing to believe in all this. I know.
Yeah.
But like, I like things
Did you
when
see
there's
that
logic
cat?
applied.
Yeah, it does look silly. Like I remember seeing that snippet of that episode, and I was like,
Yeah.
What the
Like,
fuck
I
is
remember
that?
watching that and just being like,
Woohoo!
yeah,
Should we call it?
yeah.
Yeah. Talk
Yeah.
about everything we want to talk about.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until next week.
Lovely. Yeah.
Well,
All right. Well, yeah, this has been the Nerds Watch, and we'll return next week with another episode of Ahsoka, and we'll talk about loads of other stuff that's kind of like Ahsoka. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, don't
Bye.
forget to follow us on the socials because we always forget to say this.
Yes, we do.
Follow us on the socials. That's the Nerds Watch at Instagram and on YouTube, and that's pretty much all we're on right now. So,
All the socials.
Yeah.
Two.
2 socials. Leave a comment.
We're not on the
Tell
X
us we're good or if we're bad.
No, not if we're bad. You can
Okay,
leave, you can leave
only
it
if
out.
we're good.
Just tell yourself it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.